doing good. Um, we got some data to get into. Now, we've had some insane solar activity, and I've also done some extra content reviewing last 5+ years of human resonance data. And yes, we are going to be getting into solar activity because we were hit with a massive X-class solar flare. I made a video on it. The crazy thing is that I literally recorded it as it was happening, which is insane. It was definitely a fast CME, let me tell you that. Pretty powerful. We're going to get into that sort of activity. Welcome to the stream, Pete. Let me know how is everybody doing. And the pin message out for the day. Also, of course, I want to get into, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe button. Of course, I want to get into some geomagnetic activity because there's been a massive earthquake and there's been a lot of things going on, so we got to get into this. So let's jump right into it. So we're going to be kicking off with the big earthquake that we had. So as you could see, we had a massive, where's my mouse, right here. And again, we are going to be getting into the solar activity, Schumann resonance. So let's get into this. So we had a 7.6 earthquake near Japan. We also had a 6.6 following up. So it would make sense that the aftershocks, that was the big shock, the 7.6, and of course the 6.6 was an aftershock, which is still powerful. So I don't think we're going to get anything stronger than a 7.6, but by all means, that is a powerful earthquake. So as you can see, we had a 7.6, a 6.6, a 5.8. We've had a lot of earthquakes near Japan. This is very, very powerful. And if you guys didn't know, of course, right by Alaska in Canada, there has been nearly 150 earthquakes, which is insane. So definitely a lot of activity going on. Let's take a good look at this. Where in the world's my mouse? Right here, we had a massive earthquake, and we've had, if we zoom in, a lot of earthquakes near Japan. So 7.6 and a 6.6, which is insane. That is incredibly powerful. Now, of course, let's get things going. Because if you don't know, we also had a great. Almost broke the tripod. That's the way to go. Alright. We got the Schumann resonance right here. Not too much going on though. Just wanted to show you guys that. But yeah, big earthquake. And then of course over here we got a lot of activity going on right now. Let's get into some things. So the sun is very, very active in general. You got these massive sunspots. The crazy thing is the X-class actually came from this sunspot, if I'm not mistaken, 4298. Very unpredictable. I didn't think that was going to happen at all. When we look at solar flare activity, we had a massive amount of activity. Look at all these solar flares we've had. We had so many. We had a the X class, an M18, M1.1, M3.1, another M, but it did not register. A lot more M's, so they're not registering. Overall, there has been a bunch of solar flares, and they're erupting from multiple different sunspots, which is insane. Keep on going and stuff like that. Let me see if they got the radio blackout over here. It's not. Here's the sunspot right here. Insane how massive that is. This one's big. We also have a type 2 radio emission right now, so pretty insane. Got a lot of stuff going on, and of course we have a massive geomagnetic storm coming up tomorrow. So if you are not aware, of course we had the 8.1, but of course we had an X class, which is way stronger, and we've had about another 5 or 6 M classes following up. So we could have a G4 geomagnetic storm here, because this CME that erupted from 4299, that was Earth directed. That was an insane CME. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with all these X and M classes that I followed up since. Very interesting. We're going to have to see what happens here. Now, for coronal holes, of course, we have something building up pretty strong on the sun right now. So it's definitely on the far left side. It is the only known coronal hole currently, and this could be facing us within the next 24 to 48 hours. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Looking at the sunspot regions again, pretty intense. So 4294 has given a Debs, what's up? How you doing? And Melissa, welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing? I really appreciate everyone being here in the stream. I know I streamed kind of late. This one was a C and an M class. This region didn't bring anything. These regions surprisingly didn't bring anything. This brought an M2.0. Okay, maybe they just don't say for some weird reason. I need to find where it actually says, like, where things are actually coming from. How is everybody doing? I really appreciate everybody being here. I hope the audio is good. I hope everybody's doing good. Okay, here it is. So look at all these things we got going on right now. Okay. And I do hope, by the way, I do hope everybody's doing good. Let me know how the audio is. Let me know if everything's working very well. And make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So we had the X class. That came from a random, they had a 1% chance, by the way. It came from 4298. Energy's a bit, yeah. I've been definitely feeling like a bit tired and whatnot. I made a crazy video yesterday, or today I actually uploaded it. So yeah. 4298, we got the X class. That had a 1% chance to happen. And then we got an M1.8, M1.1, an M3.1, 1.2, M2, M1.1, all from different sunspots, which is just insane. So, when you're looking at all this, you got an M8, multiple M's, X, multiple M, way more M's. We got more now. Going back in the last 6 hours, there has been more. It's not even registering it, so there's just so much activity. So it's pretty intense. This is spiking up, by the way, because we've got a C9, and this doesn't look close to a C9. So we're getting spiked up again as I'm literally live streaming. We have a type 2 radio emission here. So, where is this affecting? It looks like it's affecting right here. So this is going to be kind of interesting. Again, we're going to have a lot of tech issues. We're going to have a lot of things going on, right? So there's going to be a massive geomagnetic storm coming within not even 24 hours, I guess. And I think it might be interesting. It's going to be interesting next few days. I do hope everybody's doing good. I'm super appreciative for everyone showing up and showing support. Really thankful. Gonna keep up the updates. Gonna keep doing the videos. Um, yes. The M8 was December, what was it, 6th or something? The M8 was December 6th. And then we just had the X class today at around, I really recorded, it was like 12:10 a.m. Yeah, time's flying by. So it was just about, what time was it? 2040 UTC. So it was exactly like 2 days ago, not even. It was a long, I think, no, it was a quick M8. No, it was a longer M8. Um, you could tell because there's some space here. So here's the weird thing about the M8 here. It looks like it lasted longer compared to the X that we just had. It was just, this M8 was not just like straight Earth directed, but I just think it was one of those that it lasted forever. So very interesting. Yeah, we had an X 1.14, as you can see, 2472-hour max. So many M classes. I'm curious to see how this is going to influence the storm. Yeah, I definitely feel like these waves, you know. And if you didn't know, massive earthquakes, so crazy. And volcanic activity. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Hmm. Alright, I think that's about it. I think I talked about everything I needed to. Because the Italian Schumann and the General Schumann, the Russian, is like pretty quiet. Um, the magnetosphere is quiet too. So a lot of things are quiet, and I think everything's gonna get slammed in 48 hours. Not even. So, yeah, I really appreciate everybody for showing up to the stream. Make sure you guys hit the like button and make sure you guys subscribe because, you know, we got a pretty wild storm coming. The sun definitely. We got a big corona hole upcoming, so yeah. I'm gonna go. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for showing up. A lot of videos coming, and I'm sure 3i Atlas is gonna get crazier. I know there's a new comet that's around, and it's being weird. We talked about that in the most recent video. Yeah. You're welcome. Alright, I'm gonna go. Appreciate everybody. Have a good one.